What do people think makes them look cool, but actually makes them look like a douchebag? Being proud of not reading a book since high school. I haven't read a book since high school, but I'm not proud of that fact. I simply prefer other mediums to absorb content. I have nothing against books at all. Constantly telling people about the women they've slept with or were otherwise involved in. I knew a guy like this in college. He was one of the most obnoxious dudes I've known. Bragging how many people you've slept with. Bonus, or referring to them as body count. Picking on someone in a group and trying to get everyone else to laugh at them. Not in a hey, everyone's joking around kind of way, but being a nasty piece of work and embarrassing the person kind of way. People like this suck. Vandalizing rocks, trees, etc. in parks and nature preserves. It takes you out of the experience when you're scanning a gorgeous landscape and your eyes land on Butthead plus Ding Dong Forever in bright colors. Supporting a celebrity that doesn't give a shit about your existence online to the extent of bullying and name-calling people who don't worship that celebrity. Gatekeeping a music artist like they discovered them and are the whole reason for their success. Don't get me wrong. Support the artist, but don't be that asshole that determines who is worthy of a common trend. Edit. Thank you all for the upvotes and awards. Fuck gatekeepers. I have a co-worker who has the gift of gab and is very proud of his ability to give people false assurances while being extremely vague, essentially just bombarding them with words until they are satisfied. It's a useful trick, I suppose, but when you hear him do it in real time, you realize he's just a very good liar, pretending to know or be something when actually having no idea. I quit a job because the new manager was like this, didn't have a clue what half of the forms we give patients to fill out were, and refused to learn. Just said wrong things like they were fact, which is especially unacceptable when your idiocy ends up with people getting bills in the multiple hundreds. This is very specific. I once knew a bloke who thought he was cool for not liking Game of Thrones, which is fine, but would then post spoilers of it on social media along the lines of, I don't watch or care about Game of Thrones, but X died in the most recent episode. Unlucky if you saw this. I fell victim to it once, and I literally thought my blood was boiling. I was so angry. The lesson here is probably to stay off social media before you've seen the most recent episode of a show you love. But still, fuck that guy. Even worse is playing music from your phone in public. I always thought of these people being insane or having such little amounts of personality that they think the musical performance will make up for it. Passion for something is one of the most interesting things a person can share. Tearing that down is a horrible thing to do. Teachers who are proud of many of their students not passing. If I ever get a teacher like that, maybe I should ask why they are proud of being a bad teacher. I had a professor like what you described, and I switched majors because she taught quite a few classes in my major. First day of class, she tells everyone that you'll be lucky to get a C on your own. First couple tests, I studied my ass off and got like 12% grade after the first month. I looked at the classes I had to take and she taught 3 or 4 more of them. So I changed my major course because I knew I wouldn't be able to get past her. Driving around residential areas too fast in cars with really loud engines and those exhausts that go bang 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 all the time. They looked like nothing other than inconsiderate assholes, undermining a person every time they try to talk. My ex did this to me and the amount of confidence I've lost is terrible. Still recovering after 3 years. Teasing someone when they gather the guts to talk in a group and then laughing is useless. Cannot explain how badly it hurts. Edit. Thank you for all the lovely comments. I appreciate each one of you. Acting like virginity is a bad thing, or conversely that having had sex makes you a better person. Neither are true. Being condescending to wait staff and other service people. Bragging about their income or material possessions. Being rude or elitist to non-regular customers just because they aren't your buddies or because they are ignorant of what your establishment is selling and have genuine questions. Happens a lot at high-end coffee shops, speakeasies, bars and restaurants, etc. To be clear, for the sake of argument, I'm talking about well-behaved customers, not Karens.